Hey everyone, it's Mari. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on today and share with you the projects that I made this month with my June My Creative Scrapbook kit. And I had the main kit to work with. The main kit was full of travel themed products, lots of Vicky Boutin Let's Wander, and a little bit of Simple Stories product as well. And I just want to share the 4 layouts that I created. I created 4 12 by 12 scrapbooking layouts. One of them, this first one, there is a full process video on my channel. I will try to remember to link up to that down below, but it is just on the list of videos on my channel. And so I'm just going to go through each of the layouts, tell you a little bit about what I did for each one. And I will leave the links for my creative scrapbook in the description box below if you want to check out all of the kits that they offer and the subscription programs that they have over there. So this first layout is a mixed media layout. And I created this layout with some Vicky Boutin products, mixed media products. You can see that there's some mixed media in the background here. The color scheme very much was, I was thinking about the different color palettes in Let's Wander, or the different color palette that's in most of the products there. There's lots of the teal, yellow, that kind of thing going on, oranges. And so I really wanted to focus on those colors when I was working on this project. So created the background and added some stars through the star stencil that came with the kit. And I used some Vicky Boutin gold, I think it's champagne gold acrylic paint through the stencil. I also watered down some of that paint to add some really pretty shimmery, and I think you can see it. Sorry, I'm getting kind of a weird light. The sun's just coming up here, and I do have my blind closed, but it's still kind of getting through in a few spots here. But you can see just how shiny that is. I really like how that looks. And I'm just realizing I forgot to put on a couple of my lights here. And yeah, so lots of really pretty shiny gold there. And you can see that some of the embellishments also have a little bit of gold in them, including the vellum, some of the chipboard pieces that I used here as well. So love that. Love all of the different embellishments that come in the die cut packs that you get in the kit. And you can see here I used a cut apart to do my journaling. I did some sewing on this layout. I've really distressed the edges of my photo and added layers with some tissue paper, some of the packaging from the Vicky Boutin product. And this is a wood veneer piece that comes in the kit, and just some more of the chipboard and whatnot. So what I did here, created kind of a base for my photo cluster by creating an L shape with my mixed media. That allows sort of like a little niche for your photo area to fit into, and then just use some layers on top of that flat mixed media. Tore the edge of my paper over here and added a little bit of pattern paper to the edge, just a small strip of that paper. And that pretty much finished up my project. So really like how this one turned out. Lots of layers and lots of distressing, lots of texture with the sewing, and just using some foam adhesive to pop things up. And yeah, I really love that. Another project that I created used that Vicky Boutin kind of like Sunburst paper. You've probably seen lots of people using this. There's a few really logical ways to use this paper because the paper comes down kind of to a point. That is a really perfect spot for a focal point for your photo area. What I decided to use for this particular layout is 2 square photos. These are just slightly larger than 2 inches by 2 inches. I had this a really cute little picture that Bailey took.
I found this on the web for just slightly larger than 2x2.
Sorry about that. Siri keeps going off on me today ever since I updated my iPad. I don't know what's going on there. That's very weird. I think I'm just going to shut it off so that she doesn't pipe in with other random bits of information based on what I'm saying here. So yeah, this is a photo that Bailey had taken on her Europe trip, or 2 photos. And I just thought that was perfect, that this little chipboard piece, oh, that needs to be glued down, goes so perfectly with the photo. Really love that. These are little chipboard pieces. One of the really great things about Vicki Boutin's chipboard is she's always got some really interesting little pieces. And in the Let's Wander collection, she had lots of really cool little phrases in that chipboard. And I wanted to include those over here. Perfect for the colors that I was using here with the pinks and the aquas, oranges, and so on. Just love the color scheme of this collection, and especially this paper. And what I did was I just cut the paper with my trimmer, and then I distressed the edges of it, stuck those all down, just kind of like a puzzle, and put those together and created the focal area down here. So really simple, super easy layout to create with this kit. And then there's just a logical place down here for you to put your journaling, and really like how this turned out. So I combined a little bit of craft here on my mat, pulling on the brown from the wood veneer Escape. And then everything else is like chipboard and die cuts from the kit. The kit is full of embellishments, just so many options. This layout, once again, this is on a piece of white cardstock. I did a little bit of mixed media in the background, just using some stencils and some inks. I did a little bit of stenciling as well with some gel medium. And here you can just see that what I did was I took one of the pattern papers and a die from my stash and created a frame. I put a frame around both of these 2 photos, and then just embellished with some of the cut aparts, some of the die cuts, again the wood veneer, and some of the chipboard, and did my journaling in journaling strips there. So really love how this one came together. Really, focused in the center with a nice white space on the outside going off the edge. I really love that look, and I just think it's really soft, pretty, and love these photos. Once again, those are from Bailey's Europe trip. I think most of these photos were from her Europe trip, except that first one was a photo of my son when he was in Vegas. This one is, I think I used a page map sketch for this one, and just did, the horizontal strip through the center, 3 square photos taken in black and white. I just like that she's sitting in both of these, and they're facing inwards towards the center. Another photo of her here, and just did some really simple layering up here in this corner. Created a banner and cut out a little tag. And this I just cut from craft using one of my dies in my stash. And I put the travel die cut from the kit on some foam adhesive, popped it up. Another little die cut here. I thought that was really cute. I used the stencil again here with some texture paste. I used it down here as well just to draw that in again, that texture. I used the chipboard stars from the chipboard sheet. I could have like 100 of those in my stash and use them up in no time. I love those things. Chipboard banner is also from the chipboard sheet. Then I just used a couple of tags here to create this little cluster in this area, and then straight down from that, my journaling and another little bit of a cluster. Then I used the Go See Do, also from the chipboard over here, and then I used a punch in my stash and some craft paper to create a little bit of finishing detail here. And that's that layout, just really simple and clean. But very effective. I really like this design. I like this layout, and love the pattern papers from the kit from Vicki Boutin. You can just see that I've used a couple of layers of those here. Brought that pattern paper back up, this speckled one back up here. That's the back side of that really pretty floral paper. Also did a little tiny little bit of stitching on the layout, and yeah, so really love that. This kit is beautiful, and it is just another example of the gorgeous My Creative Scrapbook kits. This is a beautiful kit club. They offer several different types of kits in their monthly subscriptions. This is the main kit, like I mentioned before, but there's a creative kit, mini album kits, etc. So make sure you check it out. They've got a lot of really cool stuff going on over there at My Creative Scrapbook. Check out the links in the description box below. Head over there, look at all of the inspiration, and yeah, I'm really impressed with the My Creative Scrapbook kits. Thanks so much for stopping by today, everyone. Have an amazing day. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you here again. Bye-bye.